Welcome everybody to the first ever Shock Wrestling Draft. That's right, we are 1 year in. Happy 1 year to all of us here at Shock Wrestling. It's been great, and people probably thought, how could it get any bigger and better? Well, we are adding another show. Now myself, your boy Ace, had the new general manager of Monday Night CAW. I will be representing the Blue brand tonight. And I'll be deciding who will be staying and going. We got 15 picks for each slot that we will pick, and then we'll go into a lottery system. But without further ado, the general manager of Friday Night Strike might be somebody you already know.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Tuesday Night Draft. Ace, thank you for having me. Thank you for causing chaos with me throughout the last year. It was time I stepped away and caused more chaos on a B show. Everybody, yes, go ahead.
I can't believe you're back in charge of a show. I mean, this is wild. You and I pinning us against each other.
Listen, man, dog, G. We just needed to make the shows not end up being 2 hours long. Because our roster got huge throughout the last year. It was great having Monday Night CAW with a bunch of secondary shows going on throughout the last year, seeing characters from the past, seeing new characters. But throughout this year, we will be having 2 shows airing, Monday Night CAW and Friday Night Strike. Strike is ready to go. I've been thinking about my draft picks, Ace.
As Kevin Costner once said in Draft Day, let's get drafted. I've never seen that movie.
I don't think that's a line. I will not get the first pick. Ace has won the coin toss.
We be
Ace,
boys.
The CAW draft, kicking it off with your first ever pick in the first ever draft here at Shock Wrestling. How we doing, Ace? What are we doing here?
I have a controversial first pick. A lot of people are not going to agree with this, but because of the events on this past Monday's CAW, I need to see this match happen. I need to see these two feud. So with the first pick in the history of Monday Night CAW, in the history of Shock Wrestling, I, Ace, select the Hammer. First ever 2-time world champion.
Yes, not to say I'm shocked. You were very disappointed last week, but I did completely expect you to try to get that belt staying on CAW.
Well,
I understand.
The current champion is Nikki Fox, who won it yesterday from the Hammer. And Nikki Fox is already signed exclusively to Monday Night CAW as a reminder, because I think I explained that yesterday. But if I didn't, Nikki Fox is already exclusively signed to CAW.
And I there were a few people that I've been wanting, particularly to go to the other brand, mostly to get away from other particular people that I knew Ace would be drafting on CAW. So I thought my best choice would be the Rookie of the Year, the first original world champion here on CAW at Shock Wrestling. My first pick is Adam, the main event. On this day.
Adam. I wouldn't have wanted Adam main evented the first episode of CAW. No big deal. Rookie of the Year. No big deal at all. Well, last week he was defeated by Old Ben in a stellar match on Christmas.
Yes, he was.
But moving to Friday nights, that was definitely, and we both definitely had an eye towards the future with our first picks.
Adam is going to do great on the Friday show. Hopefully, once again, I'd say at one point of last year, Adam was at the top of the roster. Hopefully he can be a sign of light, a shining light at the end of the dark tunnel that was this last year's Shock Wrestling. It's your turn, Ace.
Now my second pick is, without a doubt, glorious. I'm taking Old Ben. with an eye towards the past.
Yes,
But
old Ben, the legend here at Shock Wrestling. I can't say that I'm shocked you picked him.
yeah, I think he belongs on Monday Night CAW. He's never left the brand. He is the most loyal CAW member ever. Yeah, he's never been on any other show.
It's like Sting. I mean, I guess.
He was a priority for me. No doubt
Old
about it.
Ben, Monday Night CAW. Don't forget, folks, next week, brand new episode of Monday Night CAW. But this week, at the end of the week, this Friday, the first episode of Friday Night Strike with, of course, my second draft pick, who will be appearing, Beacon.
Ooh.
You see this path of destruction I'm on, Ace? I will be acquiring the big bads that we've seen throughout the last year.
You drafted the two men who clashed in our match of the year back on Halloween.
Formerly the Unpinnables.
Yeah.
It's like a Marvel movie.
But
jeez.
yeah, I can't bash you yet. Beacon's a great second pick. I wish I could grab him. But we're about to have the greatest draft pick in the history of draft picks. No draft pick has ever been this great because it's so crowd pleasing. It's time for Nicholas.
Hear the echo in your house. And it sounded like you were, let's get ready to rumble.
Thank you. Nicholas bought me this house, actually. Just moved in.
The European champion, Nicholas, bought you that house. Wow. With not with our money, that's for sure, because I don't know where he got that from.
But yes, the European Championship exclusive to Monday Night CAW.
Now, did you talk to your best friend Nicholas about this beforehand?
Of course. I told him.
So did he know that he was going to be number 3 and not your number 1?
I told him top 3. It will be top 3, no doubt. I just need to make some moves before. He understood the hammer predicament I was in. He's completely understanding. He's so great. Like,
listen, my next pick was supposed to be the hammer, but coming out of left field and drafting the hammer first for CAW was kind of weird. Since, former 2-time world champion. But that's okay because I realize I haven't gone after any championships yet. You have that exclusive deal with the Scary Fox, who is the current champion there, so he will be remaining on CAW. And you just got the European Championship with Nicholas, your best friend. I need a championship. So my first pick for a championship is going to be the Raven with the Gingerweight title.
A shame. I'm going to miss seeing the Raven on Mondays.
Oh, I thought you were going to miss the Gingerweight title. A lot of people love the Raven. It's okay, folks. The Gingerweight title is not that important. The Raven is just as important. I don't have enough crowd pleasers on my side currently.
We said it on Monday. The Gingerweight title, the most underrated title in Shock Wrestling. I will stand by that.
Listen, it's a fun title. We get to see a lot of people that wouldn't normally have the spotlight go after that title.
Yeah.
Wow, what a great third pick. Good third round there from us.
I can't believe I get to say my next pick, because usually this is your line. Mooch!
No!
You took the Raven from me. I gotta get somebody who I think is also gonna be a future world champion. Mooch is on a path of destruction, and it's gotta be exclusive to Mondays.
That's not true! That's impossible!
So, Mooch, if you're watching, tune into Monday.
Alright, folks. Well,
who will be making his Scary Box debut in 2024 as well.
Yes, he will be. Mooch on the Scary Box. Speaking of which, I don't know if this is staying in or not, but fuck-ass Robert. Mikhail's all excited. He's like, are me and Rob both making films for Scary Box? And I'm like, I don't have a confirmation of Rob yet.
He just said, oh, that'd be all right.
That'd be pretty cool. At number 4, I am drafting the current tag team champion, Nye,
Ooh.
the former member of the Knights, the current member of the Click,
Ooh,
to Friday Night Strike.
Yeah, you got me there. Ooh, that was a curveball and a half. No, I gotta stick to my gut for number 5. I need him. I'm not breaking up the Super Goats. It's Nova, my number 5
I
pick.
need him.
Former world champion in the old promotion, former Triple F champion in the current Shock Wrestling era. Nova, I think, one of the most exciting superstars we have in the entirety of Shock Wrestling, and excited to see what he does here on Monday Night CAW moving forward.
Nova showed up out of nowhere at Tidal Wave, joining the finale match, our Tidal Wave for the World Championship, then ended up creating a tag team with Old Ben, so you have acquired your first full tag team over there as well, Ace. I almost called you Mooch.
A tag team that, this is a stat that I'm just guessing at, but I don't think any other team this year in Shock Wrestling main evented more CAWs than Nova and Old Ben.
So, speaking of picks that are large and impactful, this is the first ever world title pick tonight.
Oh.
I'm going after good old James Austin Black. That's right, Jab from the So Far So Good show is joining Friday Night Strike, the current PWF World Champion here at Shock Wrestling.
Man, Jab and I recently had some differences.
Yeah, you did.
Not too disappointed that he's ending up on your show, but I wanted that PWF title, so you still stole this pick from me. You have a world championship on your show. That's exciting.
Yes, congratulate me, Ace.
Congratulate.
Thank you. So,
I am drafting somebody that has been chasing a certain title his whole career. We have history, no doubt about it.
oh,
But I can't deny his talent. I am drafting from the British Wrestling Invasion, Robert.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Staying on Mondays. He definitely thought he was getting drafted to Friday.
Are we gonna watch his full 3.5 long minute entrance here? Is that what we're doing now? Yes, Rob, once again, like you said, has been around forever here at Shock Wrestling. Robert has the lore keeper, he has a ton of information. He has appeared on commentary tracks with us before. You might be seeing him soon here at Shock Wrestling on more commentary tracks coming up here throughout the next few months. Good number 6. But speaking of which, I kind of realized something, Ace, as I'm starting to drip with sweat. I don't have a commentator for Strike.
Yeah, as Paul Heyman would say, Triple H didn't want to work Fridays, as in Ace didn't want to work Fridays.
I have a solution, though.
Oh.
And I'm going to waste my number 6 draft pick on this person right here, former M2J2 champion, Mikhail.
Okay, at least we both wasted our picks here.
Yeah, number 6, the wasted picks. That's right. Our number 6 are Rob and Mikhail, two of the biggest blunders here at Shock Wrestling. The boys that love to cause chaos.
I never have to see Mikhail on Monday ever again. It's a
I don't
blessed
know
day.
about that. I don't know about that. Let's hope so, because for sure shooting, I already know that Rob is appearing on Friday night this week.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
He told
so
me.
the draft,
I didn't have a choice.
So for those of you who don't know, the draft does not go into full effect until next Monday Night CAW. So this Friday on Strike is pretty much an open house for anybody on the roster. My next draft pick is somebody who frequently defended their title exclusively to Monday. No open house for this guy. It's Paz, the So Far So Good television champion, staying on Monday.
Interesting. Paz and Guard, one of the original tag teams throughout the first few months here at Shock Wrestling, ended up going and having some singles runs. Guard, still good friends with Paz, hasn't, done any tag team action, as Paz has been our television champion, defending that title every chance he gets.
Yeah, Paz, the second half of the year, he was so dominant. He even defeated Nicholas, and Nicholas gave him a handshake, said, hey, you're just as crowd-pleasing. So here I could say, the crowd-pleasing, Aussie assassin Paz, coming to Monday Night CAW.
Wonderful. The television championship, the So Far So Good championship, will be staying on Monday Night CAW. But as a rebuttal, the most important championship to me, my baby, the Triple F title, is on my boy, Jovan, my next draft pick here at Shock Wrestling for Friday Night Strike. Jovan, the Triple F champion.
A shame. It would have been funny stealing the title that has the word Friday in it from you, but I know, right? I think it belongs on Strike. This is a good pick. My number 8 pick. I'm going with somebody who a lot of people think might have had a slept-on year, but I'm going with his past history. He has done a lot. This is a veteran now in the game. I'm going with Warp. Very excited to keep Warp on Monday Night CAW, and I think he's going to have a very successful 2024.
And I think I'm going to go with someone who I'm a big fan of. I personally believe he's an underrated Shock wrestler. Scum is going to be joining the leagues of Friday Night Strike. Now, Ace, I don't know if you also see what I'm doing. I'm being a little chess player here, and I'm putting all my pawns in the right place. Nye, former friends with Scum,
Yeah.
So
Are you trying to get the Knights back together?
No, I'm trying to cause some feuds in the locker room.
Tony Khan over here.
Exactly.
Well, I'm very excited for this next pick because this is something I know you had a great care for on when you were the GM of Monday Night CAW, and that was starting the Shock Wrestling Women's Division. And it's a no-brainer to me to draft the first ever Women's World Champion, Mac Daddy. Welcome to Monday Night CAW. I guess welcome back, and continue your history and lineage here on Mondays.
Yes, and perfectly in time, in sync, we are splitting up the women's division officially, and we'll have them both on Monday Night CAW and Friday Night Strike with my draft pick of my sister, Killer.
Wow.
There we go, folks. Number 10 already. I'm so sweaty.
This is Killa, part of the Devil's Prophets. Will the Devil's Prophets stay on the same brand? We'll find out as this is going. I know a lot of factions, the Click and the BWI, all are nervous right now that we're going into this final stretch here of picks we can pick before the lottery. My number 10 pick, I'm going with a former Gingerweight champion and a former Wing of Destruction. It's Animus.
The opposite member of the Wing of Destruction, feuded with the Raven throughout the latter half of the last year with that Gingerweight title. Animus has, he's been mean.
Yeah. Him and Mooch have been going at it. There's been a lot of tension, and now they've fallen on the same brand. We'll see what happens here on Mondays now. I definitely gotta figure that out, how to settle their differences.
Like finishing a pack of cards. I know I can't get the Venusaur or Bulbasaur or whatever the main one I need of all the evolutions, but I'm going to finalize my So Far So Good collection here tonight by bringing in Big H as my number 10 draft pick.
Damn, so the So Far So Good team has officially disbanded here. All friends, no bad blood here. They knew going in it'd be really tough for me to draft all three, and it's a Big H will be a tough loss, definitely tougher loss than Jab, but I think he'll do well on Fridays.
I'm excited as we have our first 10 draft picks here, folks, up on the screen. Check it out. Wow, Ace. We only got 5 left each, then we're moving into our lottery.
I'm getting nervous here. I think I have to go. Oh.
You're running out of people that you wanted, huh?
I know. I gotta go with another former world champion from the old promotion. One of the most dominant competitors. This guy's has 2 pinfall victories over Brock Lesnar. I'm going with Chopper.
Chopper, the big chop from the BWI, has been drafted, joining Rob as the other BWI member onto Monday Night CAW. I would say, could I believe it, but I could believe it. Yeah.
Yeah, there he is, Chopper. Very proud to have him on here, despite BWI shenanigans.
I was about to say, Ace, you're taking over all the BWI. That's fine by me, man. I don't want to deal with them throughout the next year. It will be nice and easy for me. My next draft pick, though, is a very special Shock Wrestling competitor. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's been quite a few Shock Wrestling originals that have been getting pulled over to Friday Night Strike. This next one is no different. The first person to ever pin Adam at Shock Wrestling, Jordan, the current M2J2 champion, will be joining Friday Night Strike.
Yeah, there's a lot of history there between Jordan and a lot of the people you drafted. Mikhail, Adam, Javon. There's different relationships you have going on here.
Yes, as we experienced throughout the last year. Don't forget, folks, all of Shock Wrestling is on YouTube. You can check it out. There's multiple playlists if you want to see the 3 seasons of CAW we had. If you want to see our B shows, it's all pretty well organized, in my opinion, on our YouTube page. So check it out, folks, if you haven't already. As we move on here, who's your 12th pick, Ace?
I'm going to go with Perkin.
What? Wait, what?
I can't deny how dominant he was as a tag team competitor, and I need to keep the tag team division strong here on Monday Night CAW. It only makes sense to draft somebody he's a 2-time tag champion. I can't deny the facts here.
Huh. Well, speaking of tag champions, that reminded me. Thank God you didn't pick Slime Theory, because my number 12 pick is Slime Theory. You know what that means, Ace? That's right. Friday Night Strike has the Shock Wrestling Tag Team titles.
I wanted to rebuild the tag division, but I have no titles now.
You have
didn't think that.
Oh, you don't have yeah, I guess. Yeah. You're really missing a lot of titles over there.
We are quality over quantity.
You made me.
Speaking of the tag division, I'm still going to stick to my plan and draft Warp's tag partner, former world champion Jaden. So that means Warp, Jaden, and the Scary Fox, the anti-bulliers, will all stay on Monday Night CAW together, and we'll have a reunion together next week.
Has Scary Fox ever met Warp?
Yeah, because Warp defended him over you. That's how you and Warp
That's
feud.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. Okay. Well, speaking of my bullying, you know what that means. I need another bullier here on Friday Night Strike, so that's why my next pick is Devil Han.
The ultimate
Jaden's
bully.
afraid. Yeah, Jaden's afraid of Devil Han. Andre's slightly scared of Devil Han, so I think it's probably better that Jaden can, focus on his friendship with Scary Fox and Warp, as Devil Han can go and bully everybody on Friday Night Strike.
I'm gonna go with I wouldn't call him a bully, but man, he's got the power of one. I'm gonna go with the Guard, reuniting with Paz.
Yes, the Guard and Paz. So you wanting to rebuild this tag team division? Could there be any potential for Paz and Guard to possibly go at it again after the anti-bulliers, I guess, since they're the only other ones currently?
And the BWI.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We need teams to take down the BWI. That is currently Monday Night CAW's goal here.
Listen, man, that's what I said for the first 3 months of CAW last year, and it did not work in my favor.
But
they had a golden toilet.
But the guard, a former Triple F champion.
Yes, he fought Ricky Starks in a great ladder match. He lost in Triple F.
He won that title in Shock Wrestling's first and only so far Shipwreck Battle Royal.
That was at Fight Night, right?
Yeah.
That was pretty fun. Good times.
Very, very wild. But you only got 2 picks left, JVH. What are you thinking? What's your game plan here?
That's right, folks. I've been thinking about it, and I think it's time for me to get another Bloodline member in there by getting the Great Luke into Friday Night Strike. It's going to be a fantastic time. The Great Luke has had a wild year with not only the Bloodline, but feuds within the Bloodline, feuds out of the Bloodline. Great Luke. He's great. He's Luke. He's going to be there on Friday Night Strike.
Former tag team champion, and I will draft his tag team partner. Hugh is staying on Monday Night CAW. I'm splitting up the family.
What?
So
Are you gonna actually give him matches, Ace?
We'll see.
All right.
He is my final pick that I can lock, so I believe in him. I didn't let him fall in the lottery.
Listen, man, you said it on Monday. Nicholas could defend the title for the European Championship whenever he wants. So that to me means I'm not going to see him for the next 8 months. So there's a slot for Hugh to go after people if he wants on Monday Night CAW, is what I understand. So, Ace, I think you probably annoyed somebody backstage.
I heard him squealing.
Yeah, all night long, he was begging Ace. Actually, I don't want to say all night. For the past 2 weeks, he has been begging Ace to be drafted onto Monday Night CAW to retain his insignia of being Monday Night Roberts and to avoid the atrocities of JVH. But little does he know, it was my plan all along to bring him right back to me. My 15th and final draft pick tonight is Andre Pitting Roberts. Thank you, everybody, for watching this draft tonight here on Shock Wrestling. Be sure to tune in on Monday Night CAW every Monday. Now, Friday Night Strike premieres this upcoming Friday. Don't forget, we also have a War Games Wednesday tomorrow and a Blockbuster Bash on Thursday. Big first week here of 2024 for Shockwave Sports. Ace, you got anything to say to the people?
We're 1 year into Shock Wrestling, and honestly, not to get too emotional, but it has been probably the happiest and most positive I've been, both personally and professionally. And a lot of that has to do with JVH's hard work here on Shock Wrestling, and all of you. If you're coming back from the old promotion and watching it, thank you for coming back. If you're new and just thinks this is fun, either way, it means the world to us that you would come back here and watch us every week and watch us into the future. We have so much crazy stuff planned. We're on the road to 200 subscribers. When we hit 200 subscribers, I will do a drip check on every CM Punk haircut.
Alrighty, that sounds like a fun video. Thank you guys so much. It's been a blast this last year, and once again, the storytelling, the creation, the audience interaction, everything has been so fun. So I hope you stick with us as we grow throughout the next year here at Shockwave Sports. Thank you.